throw it in section, you catch it, and then once it's finished, you throw it again, any section at all. Then you throw it until all have our bite. Is that okay? So I'll begin with myself. My takeaway yesterday was the fact that in trying to collect data at the various assemblies, those responsible for data, those who have the data sometimes are not eager to share information.
Takeaway yesterday was I learned the difference between gender parity and then a sex ratio.
My takeaway was the fact that the MPs are short-changed when it comes to information. So there's information asymmetry in Parliament where the executives have an advantage over the MPs. Hence the need for them to fall on us to give them data.
Using the Ejumako data, I only have the totals. So that's what is plotted over here. When I inputted totals, that's what I got on the graph.
But we can't see 2017 and 2020. But there was no data in there.
It's from 2015 to 2019.
So where is 2017?
2017 is the third one.
These are true data for Fantiakwa North District Assembly. And then we had the data from 2015 to 2021. Then in the graph, we can see the hectares of forest plantation with the period, and then the colors also representing. Like if you check in the metadata, it gives you a detailed explanation.
You have a very powerful tool if you look at even take one of those graphs. Assume everything is correct. Now, the graph itself is a tool, yeah? It's a product. It gives you some picture, a trend, a pattern, or a line, time series or something. But if you go and present that, you go and lay that just like that in front of some officer, if the person doesn't have an appreciation of that type of information presented in that form, they will look at it and say, okay, it's one of those things. But when you add a bit of insight,
we have realized that a lot of data is available at the various MMDAs level within the districts. And if we leverage that data, we will be able to generate a lot of indicators for the use of the district assemblies in their medium-term development plans, and as well as their annual review progress reports. And so the workshop here was meant to take participants here through a template that has been developed for data compilation at the district level. The importance of going through that template is to ensure that the data that is collected across all the districts are uniform, they are consistent.
For the program, my expectations were that the linkage between the administrative data and how well it will help my municipality, so that how the MMDAs and that of the parliamentarian will help the municipality with the work I do. But after the program, I realized there's more my work will do for that of my municipality, because it will help the MMDAs, help the various departments breach up some of the data gaps that they were not even aware of themselves.
Data is now the new era to drive development. And this is an opportunity for all of us to really appreciate the administrative data that we are collecting. And as we are in the era of implementing sustainable development goals, it's very good for us to also abreast ourselves with the new administrative template that will be introduced to, and also the metadata surrounding the data that we collect.
I was very privileged to have been invited for this workshop organized by African Center for Parliamentary Affairs and also in collaboration with the Ghana Statistical Service, because when I came, I've learned so much on how to use administrative data to make informed decisions or to help us plan strategically in our districts.
I was expecting to learn how to collect data, quality data, and when we got here on administrative data, I've done something on administrative data, but like how to check the quality of the data was the issue. But through this workshop, I've learned how to check for data quality, what an outlier is, whether the data need to be probed or it's okay. And I've also learned on how to write a report out of the data collected.
Metadata simply is additional information about the data being considered. It describes the processes through which data is produced. So let's say if you want to search through water, Ghana's Council Service will do its research, Ghana Water Company will research. The data that Ghana's Council Service will put about this bottled water will be different from what Ghana Water Company will produce. And it's all because the two institutions may be using different concepts or different definitions. Is that okay? By using this metadata, you want to eliminate those inconsistencies.
I would like to thank ASEPA for this workshop. In fact, most of us at the district level were not relevant. But I think with this administrative data and then constituency profile, our department is now going to stand on its feet and then kickstart.